Yeah, we can. Hey, that's fantastic. Wow. Thank you for your patience. I really love that. I managed to get that sorted. Um, so I will start again, considering I've been on for 5 minutes. Uh, I will start again. And yeah, go back to where I started. I just want to take a minute to just wish you all a happy new year, as this is the final day of 2025. When what I was saying before I found out that my sound wasn't working is, for many of us this year it has been challenging. It has been heavy, and at times it has been overwhelming. So, wherever you're joining from, I want to wish you a peaceful, grounded, and meaningful new year. Not a loud one, not a perfect one, but one that's built on clarity, intention, and self respect. If you found any value in the conversations that I've had on this channel, and this channel has helped you think, slow down, or see yourself more clearly, I'd really appreciate it if you like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share it. That small action genuinely helps this reach more people who need it, and allows this space to keep growing quietly without any noise or gimmicks. Early in the next year, I'll be introducing the next book we'll be exploring together, and the channel itself will be going through some mild changes. I'll be streamlining everything, refining the format, and making the space more individual, more intentional, and more honest. I'm trying not to be like any other channel. I'm not chasing trends. I'm here to build something that feels grounded, thoughtful, and real. And I'm grateful to have you here for that. And thank you for being part of this journey. And once again, Happy New Year. Just double check before we begin, just to make sure that everything is still going good. And what I will be doing today, I will be giving just a little synopsis of each chapter in the book, The Art of War. I mean, look out for past live streams where I went through each chapter in more detail and narrated. Made it easy for you to find on the channel by placing everything on a playlist. So we will start with chapter 1, Laying Plans. We began The Art of War with something surprisingly gentle, which is the preparation of mind. Sun Tzu opens by saying that war is a matter of life and death. In modern life, this may sound dramatic, but think about it. Your mental health, your sense of direction, your financial stability, even your relationships, these shape the quality of your life. Most people feel anxious not because life is hard, but because they're just moving without clarity. This chapter 1, it asks you to pause and reflect. You could ask yourself, what am I trying to build? Why am I doing this? What am I reacting to instead of choosing? Anxiety grows when decisions are unconscious. Peace grows when intention is clear. Before you change your habits, before you chase discipline, before you pursue success, you must first lay plans within yourself. Clarity is the first act of self respect. That basically summarized chapter one. Uh, in chapter two, which was titled Waging War, Sun Tzu warns us that war is expensive. It drains energy, it drains morale and resources as well. Today, many people are fighting endless internal wars against procrastination, against self doubt, against habits that they hate, or against a life where they feel stuck in. And these wars go on for years. This chapter speaks directly to burnout. Discipline isn't about suffering endlessly, it's about ending battles efficiently. Dragging conflict out emotionally, financially, and mentally, it slowly destroys you. You got to ask yourself sometimes, what am I prolonging that needs to be resolved? Or what battle am I afraid to finish? True strength isn't grinding forever. It's choosing decisive, intentional action and reclaiming your energy. Now, as I go through these, if you have any questions, feel free to put them down, or if you need further clarification on what I'm speaking about, yeah, just leave it in the chat section. Yeah, I will go on to chapter 3. Now, chapter 3 is attack by stratagem. Sun Tzu says, the greatest victory is winning without fighting. He mentions a lot about emotional mastery. People, myself included, are exhausted because we argue with our thoughts, we react to every trigger, we engage in every criticism, and we fight battles that sometimes they just don't really matter. So, not every thought deserves attention. Not every disagreement needs resolution. Not every fear needs confrontation. Uh, Mental health improves when you stop fighting everything. Strategy today means responding, not reacting, choosing calm over ego, and protecting peace over proving a point. Authority. In chapter 4, tactical dispositions, Sun Tzu teaches us to make ourselves unassailable. This is about foundations. I mean, most modern anxiety comes from instability, and some of that instability could be from uh, financial, emotional, or lifestyle instability. People try to fix this with motivation, but motivation it collapses where there is no structure. This chapter reminds you to build habits before ambition, to create savings before luxury, to establish routines before inspiration. Security is not boring, security is freedom. So, when your foundation is strong, your mind can relax and growth becomes sustainable. In chapter 5, energy, Sun Tzu speaks about force, momentum, and timing. Today, we call this alignment. Most people, they scatter effort across too many goals, too many distractions, and the expectations are very high. Um, Discipline fails when effort is chaotic. This chapter, it teaches rhythm. For example, small actions repeated, consistency over intensity, and systems over bursts of motivation. So when your actions match your values, energy multiplies naturally. And that then Sun Tzu led us to chapter 6, weak points and strong. Right? This chapter requires honesty. Sun Tzu says, know yourself and the enemy. In modern life, this could be interpreted as we are both. Um, we are our own enemy. Our weak points are avoidance. We have emotional triggers, and we have comfort addictions. Um, those are weak points. Our strengths could be patience, creativity, and discipline. So most people avoid looking closely at themselves because they confuse awareness with judgment. But self-knowledge is not shame. It's more of a power. Growth begins the moment you stop pretending. Right, and in chapter 7, which is maneuvering, he says, progress is not smooth. In this chapter, he speaks to frustration. I mean, the reality is you will lose momentum, you will doubt yourself, you will feel misunderstood, you will want to quit. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're moving through resistance. Self-leadership is staying calm under internal pressure. Discipline isn't loud. It's quiet persistence. So keep moving, even if it's not perfect. Chapter 8, variation in tactics. Rigidity, it breaks people. Sun Tzu teaches about flexibility in this chapter. Go back to the back catalogue and see, and just listen as I read through the chapters. And hopefully it will tie in with what I'm doing in these short summaries. Right, so he teaches flexibility. If one approach isn't working, adjust the method. You don't adjust the goal. Um, our mental health suffers when people cling to one plan and one outcome. He says adaptation is not weakness, it's intelligence. So those who evolve without losing their values become resilient. That's a general summary that I thought of chapter 8. Now, chapter 9, the army on the march. This chapter is about listening. Your body speaks through fatigue. Your emotions speak through irritation. Your mind speaks through resistance. Burnout doesn't arrive suddenly, it whispers first. Self-awareness prevents collapse. So pay attention early and care for yourself strategically. burnout is one of those things that um, I come across when I'm reading on platforms where um, creatives are always producing content. So I think the advice that Sun Tzu gives us here to pay attention early and to care for ourselves strategically is a very, very valid point. If we can prevent that burnout, we become more productive. Chapter 10, Terrain. This was one of my favorite chapters of the whole book. I don't feel like I did it any justice. Uh, if there's anything, I would love to revisit this chapter. But for today, I've just made some uh, brief notes on chapter 10, Terrain. Um, I've come up with environment shapes our behavior. Your surroundings matter more than willpower. Sometimes I ask myself, but I'd like you to ask yourself as well, who do I spend time with? What do I consume daily? Do you spend a lot of time on the phone, or do you spend a lot of time in front of the television? Uh, what do you consume daily? What habits does my environment encourage? I mean, you cannot heal in the same conditions that harmed you. Change the terrain, and the discipline becomes easier. So, if you want to achieve something, just and you feel your environment isn't working well for you, just take yourself out of that environment and continue working, and you'll see how much progress you'll make. Chapter 11, the 9 situations. Right? Uh, Different phases require different responses. Some seasons demand courage, others demand patience, others simply demand letting go. Many people fail by using the wrong strategy for the right situation. Um, Wisdom is recognizing what life is asking of you now. Uh, that's just a brief summary of the 9 situations. Um, Sun Tzu goes into more detail about it, and yeah, if you feel compelled by this book, yeah, grab yourself a copy, because when you read it now, it will make a certain sense to you. And if you were to read it again in a couple of years' time, or in 5 years' time, it will have a totally different meaning to you. It is a manual that will help you through life, and ultimately succeed in everything that you plan or intend to do. Chapter 12, which is Attack by Fire. Uh, Fire represents emotions like anger, desire, or urgency. If these emotions are uncontrolled, they burn everything. They burn relationships, finances, and even mental clarity. So, this chapter teaches emotional regulations. Um, Sun Tzu says, feel deeply but act calmly. Master the fire, don't become it. Chapter 13, which was the final chapter of the book, the use of spies. Um, the spies represent insight. In modern life, the spy could lurk in self observation, or in learning from others, or simply studying patterns. Your greatest advantage is understanding yourself honestly. those who know their tendencies can correct them, and self-knowledge is liberation. Now, I hope I have done well by my summary of this book. If you could give us, please, a thumbs up. But in closing, you know, as we come to the end of this stream, I just want to say thank you so much, truly, for giving me your time and your attention. In a world that pulls at us, choosing to slow us down, reflect and think deeply. You know, it's no reflecting and thinking deeply is no small thing. As this year comes to a close, I hope you carry forward whatever resonated with you today or in the past lives, not as pressure, but as awareness. You don't need to become someone else in the new year. You don't need to rush or reinvent everything overnight. Real change is quiet. It's built through small, honest choices made consistently. That's what I'm hoping to do with this channel, to be consistent with it and constantly uh, learn as I go and bring that knowledge through to you. So if this stream has brought you value, please consider liking it, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone who might need this space. That simple support, like I mentioned before, it helps the channel reach more people who are searching not for noise but for clarity. Early in the new year, like I said earlier, I will be introducing our next book. I'm really excited about that, and I'd love for you to all witness the evolution of the channel. I'd like to make it more focused, more intentional, and more personal. Like I said, it's not about keeping up with anyone else. It's about building something real at the right pace. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. And wherever you are in the world, I wish you a calm, grounded, and meaningful start to the new year. So all of you, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next stream. Sun Tzu says, the greatest war is not against the world, it is within. And mastery begins with awareness. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. You could have been anywhere else. Ciao.